Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be going over more details why I do not use any liquidity sweeps. I'll be showing you my entry model and also step by step what I look for every single day to achieve consistently 70% win rate. So let's get right into it. So first of all, I'm gonna go over this price action on the HYPOTHETICAL from last week, and we're gonna start on a hard time frame and go all the way towards my entry point on a 50-minute. So as you can see, we got this swing low, we got this swing high, we swept the high, and when it comes to daily, we never closed above it, so this should be a valid setup for sales the next day. But as you can see, instead of that, this was the daily close, and I waited for price to tap into this level and go higher. The reason behind it is super simple, but before I show you the reason, I want to show you that I sent the same exact idea into my Discord, so you know that this is not just backtesting, but everything predicted before it happened. So right here we got video before the market opened, so let me play it. Okay, so I want to see price opening. I'm probably gonna blur it, but giving us, I basically said I want to see price opening, tap into this level, giving us our entry model, which I'll show you in a bit. But as you can see, there was no liquid receipt on the left. I only wanted to see price opening, tapping into this level, this black zone, and then going higher. So as you can see, this is the same exact zone, the same exact line I was expecting for price to open, create the wick, and go higher. So we had this liquidity sweep. Most people are going to look for sells after low time frame shift. So as you can see that we got this 50-minute shift, and this was basically the start of the manipulation cycle. So this high is currently my target for tomorrow, and the main reason for that is that we had this low time frame market shift, this hard time frame liquidity sweep. A lot of people will have stop losses above this high, so currently they're going to have bias for tomorrow bearish. Because as I said, this is perfect selling model, but we understand that liquid sweeps mean nothing. Some of you might be saying that, but bro, it works in this case. Yes, sometimes it will work, but let me show you this example. So let's say we have a clock. Okay, we got the midnight, we got the 6, we got 9, and we got the 3. We also have multiple times like this. Sometimes we're gonna have the midnight, but most of the time the midnight will not be present. And that's the same thing with liquid sweeps. Sometimes it's gonna work. So let's say you're gonna take the first liquid sweep trade. It's not gonna work. Then you're gonna take the second one, it's not gonna work. The third one, not gonna work. Then you're gonna enter the fourth one and it's gonna work. But before, you took already 3 losses, which means there's a higher chance that your psychology is messed up and you'll be scared to enter the 4th winning trade. That's why I do not trade these liquid sweeps, because there's literally no long-term consistency when it comes to trading like this. You need a high win rate to be able to perform long-term. That's the reason why I have over 70% win rate. I do the opposite of everyone else. And basically what I meant by that is you need a high win rate. You need something that is happening over and over again. So let's go back to this price action. So as I said, the bias is bullish because we had this hard time frame manipulation cycle. So all we have to do is wait for price to open, tap into this level and go higher. As you can see, super simple. I do not use any like crazy things, only simple mechanical things that make sense to me personally. So let's go to 50-minute. So this is a new daily open on a June 40. So all we have to do now is wait for price to tap into this level. As you can see, we tap into it. Now I need to see specific candle to break above these highs. In this video, I'll show you with 50-minute candle. So let's say we need to see 50-minute candle like this. And as you can see, we got the 50-minute candle. So for most people, this would be another selling opportunity. We had new daily open. For most people, the bias is bearish. We swept this liquidity point. So all they're gonna do is switch to low time frame. So now they're just gonna wait for low time frame market shift, which would be this one. But for me, let's go back to the 50-minute. Let's put it like this. We're gonna have a new 50-minute candle, which means the next 50-minute candle is probably gonna create wick into this level and then go higher. Okay, we can even put Fibonacci like this, find the 382 level, which would be for our continuations. So we understand that this 50-minute candle closed, the candle is moving with aggression, which means the next candle is probably going to be bullish as well. Okay, so we can expect price to create wick and go higher. Okay, the wick is probably going to be printed into this continuation level. So let's go back to the 3-minute. So we are waiting for price to tap into this level and go higher, but most people are waiting for market shift and then continuation slower, which means they're going to put stop losses above this high and expect the price to go lower. Okay, so let's say this is the 382 level for our continuations. And as you can see, we perfectly tap into level. And if you are using 1 minute, you can basically switch to 1 minute and look for entry point like this. Me personally, I do not use 1 minute. I use a bit higher time frame for my entries. But as you can see, the precision, basically I set everything that is happening currently before it even happened. So I wanted to see specific candle close like this, then the new candle open, create the wick, which would be our entry point, and then print the bullish body towards this high where most people have their stop losses. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened. We open, tap into this level, took out this high, and everything is super simple. Unfortunately, this trade happened during Asia. As you can see, it was around 3 a.m. But I just wanted to show you my thought process from high time frame to low time frame, all the way towards the entry point, and how the market doesn't care about liquid sweeps. Okay, so all you need to understand is where most people are entering and trying to catch the manipulation to continue higher, and this can happen on every single time frame. So for example, let's say you got the 1H candle like this, you got some type of high on left, okay, so we took out this high, then on a low time frame, the price action is looking like this, okay, so we took out this high, we had this market shift, we have some type of continuations level around this point, okay, so most people are gonna see it as a market shift and they're gonna sell from these levels, but you understand that we have a new 1H candle opening, which will probably create small wick and continue higher. So now you can just put Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, wait for price to tap into this 382 level, giving you a fake market shift, trap in sellers above this high, and then you can just enjoy this whole movement without any stress. And the same thing happened on S100 last week. So as you can see, we saw at this point, now we have this market shift. So most people are going to look for sells. We have this new daily open, and I said that this would be my continuation level. Okay, so price tapping into this level and going higher. And as you can see, no liquid receipt on the left. Okay, so this would be the swing low where most people will look for manipulation and going higher. But as I said before many times, for manipulation to be valid, you don't need any liquid sweeps. If we're gonna have this liquid sweep, most likely the price will go lower, and that's exactly what I do not want to see, because most people after liquid sweeps will look for buys. But for me, if we're just going to take out this low, the price will probably continue lower. And I'm not going to go over this price action. You can go over this price action and then send it to my DMs why this whole movement happened and why this point was the low of the day without any liquid sweep. And as you can see, this move also happened during Asia because the market is moving up with such a momentum. And there's also a common question about if I trade specific sessions. And the answer is, I do not care about sessions, but most of my trades are happening during London or New York session. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully everything made sense. If you got any questions, you can just leave them below. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and see you next time.